Hammer has to work for free, but Maggie's getting a bonus?
For what? Yo, I'm doing a bit of a thing, and was curious. Did Andy Warski ever pay you for your debate with Richard Spencer? No, I never requested any pay. I told him it's perfectly fine. Yeah, Andy, I used to really like the dude. I mean, I still really don't have a problem with him. I don't know exactly what his problem with me is.
There you go.
I don't know.
That their concerns are invalid and that they're greedy and that they are going for things that they want instead of what they need.
You mean just telling him the facts? I mean, good God, this guy, this is the thing. You could see it in his eating habits. He does not like being told no.
The shirt isn't made in America and you employed sweatshop labor to make your t-shirt as you cried about Nike using sweatshop labor from outside America. I mean, Josh is right, though. Like, no textiles are made in the United States. You import base textiles and print them in the US. It's as close as it gets. As a t-shirt merchant.
Their video. Let's give this a watch. Hopefully this has, this doesn't blow anyone's ears out.
It's time for the quartering. Okay.
Oh, God.
This tweet has had a massive backlash. Because it's one of the most tone-deaf things I've ever read.
Beyond.
Speaking of tone-deaf, okay, I'm just gonna move myself right on over here for now, because Andy Warski's face, you know, whatever. This I'll get to it when I get to it. Okay, yeah, you'll see.
For those of you who don't know, Donald J. Trump enacted Liberation Day 2 weeks ago, which meant liberating everybody of their stock market gains. Everybody's capital gains were liberated.
Yeah, that's not what happened. And here's a funny thing about it. If these two paid attention to politics at all, they would have seen this coming years ago. Literally, what was Trump saying on his campaign? What was the number one thing Trump was saying he was going to do on the campaign? Tariffs. Number one thing he said he was going to do. What did the majority vote for? Donald Trump. It wasn't a mystery, guys. It's not like we didn't know this was going to happen. But these two guys, clearly very wealthy. Okay? At least I would think that they are. Simply seeing how Andy Warski at one point was the biggest stream for a period of time. So, exactly, yeah, and the stock market is up. Well, this video here is a month old. He doesn't understand that no one lost any gains. This video is a month old. They said 2 weeks ago was Liberation Day, so I gave the full context of that, so they won't be able to say anything about that otherwise. But here's the deal. Okay, when it comes to Liberation Day and losing all the gains, how's the stock market looking today? This video literally did age like milk, but I'm just going to kind of be making fun of it for the most part. It aged like milk. Let me pull up the... let's see. So, I'm just going to pull this on up, okay? This was Liberation Day, April 2nd, right? April 2nd. I don't think we're confused here. Liberation Day, right? Or was Liberation Day March 25th? I don't know. I don't care which day it was on, okay? Goes all the way down. This was the real one right here. April 8th was the craziest day, right? For stock market, okay? Where's it at now? It's definitely numbers that were way... Oh, dang it. I hate my spacebar has that block. You guys will see why I have that block later when I go on Omegle. There's a lot of dong. There's a lot of parts that shouldn't be seen. So this block, very important. But anyway, let's continue. Stock market's way above Liberation Day. Nobody can talk about how the stock market crashed anymore. But these guys were so mad that for 2 weeks, the stocks were not great. That's a rich people problem. As a guy who works in a factory, let me humble everyone here. Yes, the quartering is rich. Yes, Andy Warski should be rich unless he's just a complete moron and blew all of that money from having the #1 stream in the world. We'll get to that later on too. I don't know how much female Peter Griffin here gets. I'm really not sure, but this person talks a lot of crap about looks for... Literally, this dude here, I think it's a dude. I don't even know if he identifies as something different or not. I don't actually care. I'm going to be calling him a dude. Literally looks like prepubescent Josh Peck, but bigger. And he talks so much crap on the quartering's looks. I'm just like, y'all don't got to do that? I don't even have to insult this guy's looks at all. I don't care to. I really don't. I'm not interested in making fun of anybody's looks at all. But I'm just saying, if you're going to be throwing some shade at someone, oh my God, you need to have a little bit better of an understanding of the position you're in. It's just kind of weird. It's really, really weird to see this dude throw insults at all to anybody based on looks. So anyway, let's get into this.
It's a capital losses there.
Oh, yeah. And I'm so sympathetic to people who literally are like, oh, I lost some money in the stock market. Wow, that is such a first world, like not even a first world problem. That's a 1%er problem. The only stocks I own at all are Rumble stocks, just because I wanted to help support Rumble. That's it. That is all I own. As a matter of fact, I'm even willing to prove that right now. Let's see here, because I don't want people sitting here thinking that I'm sort of like, I'll put my money where my mouth is 100%. And then I have other things on a watch list. So I don't think anything personal is here. That's what I own. Oh my gosh, it actually gets, it censors the ones that are green because my green screen. That's great. Rumble is the only one I own, though. You can see that. The only one I own. It says I have 100%, and you can see the money. 100%, okay? $225.75 worth of Rumble stock. You can see the total, $225 right there, okay? I want this to be very clear. I'm glad all this is in red. It's normally in green. You wouldn't have been able to see any of this if it wasn't, so that was just chance, okay? Y'all get it? I own 25 stocks of Rumble. That's all. I don't own anything else in stocks. Most people in my position don't own stocks. They might have a retirement, but guess what? They ain't pulling that out next month. So yeah, stocks will go down, but these morons don't even know. And I hate to call them morons. Andy used to be good at this stuff. Unfortunately, literally, he didn't do any research about any of this stuff, and they're complaining about the tariffs. And that's where this video goes. They complain about the tariffs, and they don't even know what the tariffs are for. We'll get into this.
Entire purpose on this earth is to slobber on Donald Trump's orange fucking knob and just give.
Thank God he actually, I don't know why I hit. As soon as he went to cuss, I went to block it. With that, I don't know why.
Of the most partisan hack fucking takes in the world.
This is wild.
This is the cope that he came up with, which it's like, listen, you can defend the policy, but this ain't it, chief. This ain't it, chief.
What do you mean this ain't it? I wonder if did these two vote for Kamala? Because guess what? Trump said for over a year and a half, this is what we were doing. Where were you two?
This is what he says. You do not need the new iPad. You do not need the new cell phone.
Fuck.
You do not need the new video game console. You want them. There is a big difference. And if you look at the people whining about the tariffs, I challenge you to ask them how their lives have been affected in any way. Hey, Jeremy, have you ever...
I want to know how these two lives were affected, because they said that, and then they gloss over it and don't mention it again.
Considered, buddy, you didn't need that fourth scoop of ice cream, buddy?
Ah, and that's where it is. So instead of applying any real, like, life thing, like going, well, did you need, like, insert thing that probably he would have needed? No, instead he goes, he makes a fat joke towards him. That was really helpful. Again, no solutions, just complaining. Like, good job, dude. Let's see, they're Canadian. Oh, yeah. Well, Andy is Canadian, isn't he? It's really, really dumb for them to just come out with, boom, insult ad hom, and then nothing to refute anything Jeremy says at all. They don't refute it. They just laugh at it, make fun of it, crap on it, and that's the theme. No solutions.
You ever consider you didn't need the fucking second bag of flaming hot Cheetos, you fat slob?
Hang on,
Jeremy?
guys.
The fucking ham planet, buddy?
Ordering for every video for 4 years is selling you $100 freeze-dried strawberries every day.
So, I'm a consumer of Coffee Bear and coffee. I have never purchased freeze-dried strawberries for $100. I have actually some of the freeze-dried strawberries downstairs in a bag. I'm not even kidding. I should have brought my tea up here because I should make I don't sell his coffee. I've actually been able to sell his coffee for a long, long time. I've never done it only because I don't get enough viewers. I need to be getting about 10,000 viewers or so per video to make a decent amount off of his coffee brand coffee affiliate program and whatnot. So I just don't do it. I used to have a sponsor too that paid me $500 a month, and I stopped them because they had I just didn't like the way that they did business in general on how people could cancel their memberships. It was impossible to cancel your membership through them. And so I was like, no, I'm not sending this out to more people. And at the end of the day, I could probably sell a lot more stuff, sponsor a lot more stuff on the channel. But that's not the way I want to do things. I want to get good products out there, and I want to ensure that I actually can get enough viewership to sell them to make a decent amount of money before I even try. Because otherwise, it's a waste of time. I'm not going to sit here and like waste my time advertising anything if it's not going to be worth my time at all. And it's not that, you know, some of them are bad products or anything like that, or even that I'm just lazy, which I guess I could be lazy in some people's eyes about that. But regardless, I don't know. I don't want to do that. But when Andy Warski's sitting here saying that Jeremy sells $100 worth of freeze-dried strawberries, I mean, I'm sure Jeremy probably would if you asked him. It'd be a big bag. That'd be, or several bags. That would be at least 10 bags of probably dried strawberries. They're probably like, what, $9.99 a piece or something like that. I don't even know the exact price. But what he's talking about is, oh, there's a thing of coffee that comes with another thing of coffee that also comes with a signed card thingy and a coin and a coffee filter K-cup adapter thing, and then also comes with a the freeze-dried strawberries and I don't know if I'm missing anything else, but it's like, you know, a box of coffee. Not a bag, but a box of coffee with desserts. It's kind of different than just saying a bag of strawberries, isn't it? And guess what? If people don't like it, they don't gotta buy it. So I don't understand the point of this. What do you suggest he sells coffee for, Andy? What do you suggest he sell a box of candy and coffee for? I would like to know. All right, you don't offer solutions. You just crap on things you don't like.
Please save me.
This is the guy that's a multi-millionaire that owns a plane.
And a black guy to fly him around.
I believe that's his black father. But you know, no, it's his, one of his black fathers flies him around in that plane. Yeah, sure. Okay. So there's that.
Telling you that you don't need a cell phone. Telling you basically.
He never said you don't need a cell phone. What are you talking about? He said you don't need the newest, most expensive thing. Here's the thing. I have a Fold 5, okay? I had the Fold 3. I wanted to keep my Fold 3. I'm not gonna lie, this Fold 5 is garbage compared to my Fold 3. My daughter ended up, I don't know if I told this on the channel, but when my, so Jeremy doesn't actually own the plane. It's his wife, I think. She owns what is it, a Cessna? Like, it's not that crazy, actually. My brother-in-law was a commercial pilot. He's an airline mechanic now. He didn't want to be flying all over the world and be away from his wife. So, transitioned over to airline mechanic, which makes insanely good money as well. He flies all the time, though. All of the time. Renting planes, stuff like that. It's not as expensive as people would think. Okay? Really, genuinely not. Now, I don't know if he actually owns the planes or if his wife just rents them, but it's not that crazy when you're a pilot. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I'll have to find out if he owns the plane or not. I actually really don't care. I don't care that Jeremy's rich. I don't know why that bothers people. Is it that shocking that a guy with almost 2 million subscribers is rich? I mean, really? I don't think anybody is thinking that Jeremy makes $80K a year. I really don't think anybody thinks he's like some, I don't know, average factory worker. Isn't that just such a strange thing to suggest? I don't understand it from Mr. Andy Warski here, who both of these guys are also incredibly wealthy. Incredibly wealthy. They could lie about it. And, well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe they both spend their money so poorly, but I don't think any of these guys have jobs outside of doing streaming. And to have, well, they only have 40,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I don't know what their subscriber count is on Kick. But anyway, he says so in a video. It's not that expensive. I mean, so it's expensive, don't get me wrong. To own a plane, it's not nearly as expensive, though, as people would think. It's not millions of dollars. Not even close. He says so in the video that it's not that expensive. I mean, the only expensive part is hangaring a plane. That's the real expensive part when it comes to it. I mean, he probably paid like $175,000 for a Cessna or something like that. Hangaring it, now that's where it gets expensive. I think you got to pay like $1,000 or $2,000 a month to hangar it. and do the inspections and, you know, all the maintenance on it and stuff. But his wife is a commercial, or I don't know if she's commercial. She's a pilot. She has a business where she probably uses that plane for her business. That's not crazy money, actually, when it comes down to it. Probably took out a business loan for 200 grand. She flies it, flies people around, gets paid, pays off said loan, eventually owns plane. That's wild. That's so crazy. So, yeah, it's not like the quartering has his own private jet that he's flying around in. License inspection, maintenance, about $35,000 a year. Yeah, something like that. That'd be, I think, if I remember right, it was like $2 grand a month. It'd be like $24,000. It probably went up since I was last told about it. You're probably in the neighborhood there. I wouldn't doubt it. It's expensive. But when you have a business where you fly aircraft, it's actually not as expensive because your money's probably covering that. You know what I mean? I wonder what kind of business she does, if it's like tours or what. But, oh well.
This is him becoming Klaus Schwab. You
Yikes.
release the bugs for Donald. Like, is it okay
Now,
if we own?
Let me get this. You do not need the new iPad. You do not need the new cell phone. Let's get back to this point. I have a Fold 5. I wanted to keep my Fold 3. There was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't slow or anything. My daughter stabbed my screen with her fork. I left it at the table. She was only like 18 months old, I think. And I came back. The screen was just completely shattered on the front. And I was like, what happened? And she goes, I stabbed it with this fork. And I was like, okay. Guess how much money it would have cost me? Because for some reason, every time I have a copy of my insurance in there now for the phones I bought. But every time I buy insurance, they always say I didn't buy the insurance. Now I've got a copy in there. I'm ready. I am so ready. I'm ready for this phone to break. Because I will get this fixed instead of getting a new phone. And I would have done that with my Z Fold 3. Unfortunately, it was the same amount of money to fix the Z Fold 3 as to upgrading to the Z Fold 5. So I was like, let's upgrade. Z Fold phones are awesome. Z Fold 5 sucks in comparison to my Z Fold 3. The battery doesn't last as long. It always overheats. Always. If I get near a 4G or a 5G tower, oh my God, this phone will get so hot I have to turn it off. I don't know what the heck is wrong with it, but I hate it. When it comes to phones, the Fold phones, absolutely incredible. Just incredible. Incredible phones. But I don't like the 5. I know the 6 is out. I'm not going to get it. I'm going to keep this 5 going until it dies on me. You don't need the new phone in general. And guess what? If tariffs hit and these phones go from $2,000 to $4,000, well, even if the phone breaks, at least I save money by getting it fixed still in that sense. I don't want to get a new one. I don't need to get a new one. New video game console? Sure, it sucks that you may have to wait. Get it later. You do want them. You don't need them. However, he's not saying you shouldn't get it or that you can't get it. He's just saying you don't need it. Stop crying about the price increases, which they haven't done, which is why this video's aged like milk. Because they're not going to go up. Tariffs are not going to affect anything. The reason being is because the countries are here negotiating, and they don't even know what the tariffs are for. They're not intelligent enough to know that.
Nothing, but it's for Trump? That's basically what you're saying.
No, it's not. No, it's not what he's saying. It's not what he's saying at all. I can tell you what he's saying. Let me show you. Let me show you exactly what he's saying.
You can get all that stuff, right? So the reason these tariffs get put in place is so that they come back to the negotiating table and that we have a real conversation about, hey, you can either move your production to the United States, which provides Americans jobs, which is good, or you can pay this tariff on your product, or you can remove the tariff on our products. There are a million directions that these tariffs can go that will be...
The tariffs are being used as a negotiation tool. It's not like we're going to put 250% tariffs on everybody and that's it, and then we win. That's it. That's all that Trump's doing. There's a plan behind it. A plan that I've understood for over a year now because I followed this stuff. This is what is going on. In Canada, there are 250% tariffs on all of our farming in America. Everything that comes from a farm is tariffed hard. Therefore, Canada doesn't accept really any of our farming products. Any produce, any meat, any equipment, nothing. It's all tariff. And we're like, hey, that's not fair. Why are you doing that to us so we can't sell our products? So then we tariff them back. Oh, Trump's evil. Trump's evil for doing the thing that the country did to us. Wow, that's bad. That's literally like going and getting just slapped in the face by Mrs. Peter Griffin here, and then him expecting not to get slapped back. That's literally the point. We're trying to get rid of their tariffs. Why do they not understand that? And then when it comes to the stock market, these people think the stock market's the only thing that matters. Guess what I could do to raise that stock market all the way to the moon? I would allow every single company in America to use slave labor guilt-free. Stocks would go straight up because guess what? No longer does a company have to spend $1,000 to say make a phone and sell it for $2,000. Now they can send it over to China, make it for $10, and then send it back over here and sell it for $2,000. Therefore, they have more equity and they have more cash flow. They have more profit. Company becomes rich. The stocks go to the moon, and then all the rich investors can go, yay, I made money off that too. But what happened to our workers, Andy? Stocks went up. Now an entire field of people are jobless in America. How do you think they feel about the stock market going up like that? Did you ever think about that? That maybe when the stock market goes up, there's also some consequences with it right before the election. So the vast majority of Joe Biden's, of the entire stock market, was lower than where Trump's is right now. This video aged like milk.
So the take here is that you're going to be poor, your quality of life is going to go down, but it's okay because Orange Man.
Are we going to be poor? Do y'all see why this video aged like milk? So stupid.
Did it. Like, read it. How about you don't need a coffee grift, buddy?
Okay. Maybe he doesn't need it. Maybe he doesn't need a coffee grift. I don't know. People don't have to buy his coffee. He never said, you have to buy my coffee in order to view my videos or anything. I'm confused by this.
How about you don't need a coffee grift business where you try and sell people coffee with freeze-dried strawberries for $99.
You know what?
This is such a weird take. You don't need to sell freeze-dried strawberries with a complete coffee package for $99. Why are they saying that the strawberries are what's making it $100? I'm confused. It's a $10 pack of strawberries thrown in with an $80 pack of coffee. I'm so confused.
Planet?
I got a
Not an $80 pack, but 2 packs of coffee and a coin and a sign thing and an adapter thingy. Whatever else came in the box. I don't understand. They're just like $100 strawberries. Why didn't you mention any of the other things in the box? Is there a reason?
Coffee. What a fucking shit name. Oh, hey, I don't need the MAGA
Well, you come up with a better name? Okay.
fucking
Cookbook
or whatever the
But this is crazy. The guy is the biggest consumer in the world. This is so tone deaf. Like behind the quartering.
Oh,
Okay, so he's a consumer. And are we not all consumers? Oh, he's the biggest consumer in the world. Okay, let's just say he is the biggest consumer in the world. So,
Hundreds.
off.
Just go to a quartering video, right?
Hang on, watch this. Cocoa. Let's see how much the cocoa is.
okay.
$23 for how many grams?
No, but just like behind
Do you think this is instant mix hot cocoa? Is that what you think it is?
quartering in every video is hundreds, if not thousands of
Is that Andy's butt crack I'm seeing, or is that his elbow?
dollars of Funko Pops.
Okay, his elbow,
So
thank
this
God.
is a guy that's spending thousands of dollars on children's toys, on fucking Funko Pops, the lamest consumerist garbage ever. And he's gonna tell you that you don't deserve to have the new gaming console?
Wait, he said you don't deserve to have the new gaming console? When did he ever say deserve? What? That's a hell of a claim, man. Now he's changing the subject from, he said you don't need it this second, because I showed you exactly what Jeremy's point was about the tariffs, is that tariffs are temporary. And then it goes from that to you just never ever need it ever again. You just don't deserve it, you don't need it, you're never gonna ever have anything nice. Really?
That you don't deserve to have a cell phone? That you don't deserve to have a new vehicle?
Guy, the people he's talking to are adults, so they're not kids. They all have cell phones. They all have vehicles. They all have gaming consoles. He's saying you don't need to buy the newest one today. Is it that? Why take him out of context like that? Why take him out of context like that, guys?
Isn't that fucking rich? The irony of it all.
$36 for four fucking pots.
$36. Oh my gosh, for the premium monthly coffee club roaster's choice. Wow. Do you know what his coffee company is? It's a luxury coffee company. You don't have to buy this coffee. You can go buy Folgers if you don't want to buy his coffee. This is supposed to be coffee that is made very, very well. As a consumer, what's great about his coffee being roasted upon ordering and it being as fresh as it is, there's no acidic aftertaste. It's a luxury coffee. I buy my wife 2 bags of this coffee a month. I myself enjoy the tea. The tea lasts me about 2 months. That's what we drink every now and then as a treat. So I don't understand this. This stuff is to be treated as a treat. But I mean, whatever. I'm not buying it every single day, and most people are not either, because it is considered top shelf. Do you buy top shelf liquor every single time you go out? Genuinely curious. When you guys go to the liquor store, do you ever not just grab Jim Beam or Jack Daniels or something like that and go, I don't really want to spend that much money, I just want to get the job done? I've never gone into a liquor store and went, I just want to get the job done. Give me the $200 bottle. Give me the $500 bottle. Because I understand what that liquor is. If I want that bottle, it's going to be for a special occasion. Because I want to enjoy it. I mean, good God. Yeah, 40 cups for $20 isn't bad. Yeah, Starbucks would charge you 20. Yeah, I mean, look at what Starbucks charges for their coffee. Oh no, $25 for a bag of coffee. That'll get you like 40 cups. Or you can go to Starbucks and spend $7 on 1 cup. I mean, for real? Yeah, that is pretty tone deaf, you know? Appreciate that, squads. Or, Sackwads. I think I'm saying that right. At the end of the day, Starbucks coffee is still extremely more expensive than buying coffee from Coffee Brand Coffee. I don't understand why these guys are just sitting here freaking out over this. If they just did a little bit of math, they would have figured this out. Not exactly that difficult. When you're looking at a bag of $26 for 40 cups, okay? So if you do $26 divided by 40, you're paying 65 cents a cup of coffee. That's all of a sudden just insane, isn't it? 65 cents a cup of coffee. That's wild.
That's the coffee. You don't need.
I believe that Trump has a mandate, you know. I believe that Trump has an opportunity and should have a chance to enact his policies, and we'll see if they work out in the long term, right? But to tell people that their concerns are invalid and that they're greedy and that they are going for things that they want instead of what they need.
You mean just telling them the facts? I mean, good God, this guy, this is the thing. You could see it in his eating habits. He does not like being told no. That's what the real problem is with this dude here. He hates being told no to anything that he wants. And he's just like, this is just insane. I need everything now. And it's like, how about when Donald Trump, you know, does the tariffs, which he did, raises all the prices up, and then China comes begging before our already supply, because we obviously bought a bunch of phones and stuff and all that stuff. It came already over here on a big old shipping boat before the tariffs hit. So we had plenty of supply to match the demand. So they never got to experience tariff prices at all. China comes in and goes, please. Oh, that's Japanese. Never mind. Whatever. I'm not going to do an accent. I can't do a good Chinese accent at all. I just realized that. I'm not going to try. They say, please negotiate with us. And then tariffs go on pause for 90 days. It's almost like the tariffs are doing exactly what they were intentionally supposed to be doing.
How about this, Jeremy? All that you really need is rice and beans, right? All you really need is a pod to sleep.
So, rice and beans and pod, and then you're going to make the argument, let me guess, hold on, because I think I remember him saying this was that you'll own nothing but be happy, right?
Right? All you really need is 3 bug meals a day. You don't.
Do you know that the whole point of this is to buy made in America? Do you know what we do here in America that's way cheaper than importing? It's called farming. Do you know we import a lot of groceries from other countries And the prices are way more expensive than what they would be if we just farmed here. Did you all know that? It's wild. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, we're just gonna own nothing and be happy. That's the whole point. Just because it was like, hey, don't buy anything that gets affected by tariffs, because every single thing that's affected by tariffs is actually a non-essential. And it was never even affected by tariffs because they came in and negotiated just like Trump said would happen. Just like Jeremy said would happen as well.
Need to own anything.
Look at this new video 4 hours ago. Woke journal harasses my staff and smears my coffee company.
You know, American.
Are you for real?
Wow, are you for real? I mean, if somebody's politically motivated into trashing your company, I think that's a pretty valid video to make, don't you think?
They smeared my expensive coffee company that made
This is one of the weirdest interactions with a lefty.
Jeremy's, let me just say this. Jeremy's coffee business is not a business. It's
Wait, what? Okay.
a charity because it can't actually compete in the marketplace. It's not actually a legitimate value proposition for the consumer.
Do you have any data to back this up? I'm genuinely curious. Where did you get that information? How? You're telling me that his coffee company isn't capable of standing on its own at all. How could you possibly know that?
It's so much more expensive than a product of comparable or better quality that all that it is.
Can you verify that for me too? It is so much more expensive than other top shelf coffees? I don't know that that's true. Can you quantify that? Can you show any evidence whatsoever? Or are you just making stuff up off the top of your head?
It's a political donation. You may as well just have a donation button, buddy, and set yourself up as a charity. Because that's all you are, is begging for a fucking handout, asking people to buy your coffee, and then...
Oh my God, asking people to buy your... Okay. I'm curious. Has there ever been a person ever in a million years that has ever started a business and not asked people to come check their business out or try their stuff? Ever? Has that ever happened? Because how much money does Ford alone spend on advertisements? What are you talking about? I have never seen a company ever not advertise their business. What?
And looking
Okay.
down your nose at and spitting on people who are concerned that because inflation has been rampant over the last 5 years and our quality of life has gone down so drastically.
What did Trump do with inflation? I would love to see them react to Trump's inflation now, seeing that it's the lowest we've ever had it since pre-COVID. Come on, man.
That they're concerned that the prices of things are going to go up even fucking more. And meanwhile, their retirement savings and their investments are going way fucking down.
When do you take out your retirement? This month or next month?
And rather than actually properly explaining to them why you think the tariffs in the long run will make the American economy stronger, you say that they're entitled pieces of shit who just want.
Well, we've made the economy stronger now, so this, like I said, this video aged like milk.
Want. Meanwhile, you're a big fat with toys behind you like a child. Shut the up.
Watch this.
The journal.
See what I mean by it's like so blatantly tone deaf. What is all of this behind you, dude? Where'd you get the street sign at? Oh, no, it's just, you know, things that stand in the background as props. But because his prop looks different than Jeremy's prop, which, does Jeremy even have any toys behind him? He's got like some weird teddy bear thing. He's got a gold eagle. He's got an American flag, a rumble thing. He's got his coffee brand coffee there. Huh. Okay. I guess.
That I've ever had in my life.
So much different than his background, right?
Apparently, he infiltrated my coffee company and has totally
Probably not
exposed
hard.
me to the
Whoa! Coffee company exposed.
likes of almost 70,000
Wow, they really added a
likes
lot
on
there.
Twitter. People were letting me know about this thread and how it was going viral, and I was like, what's going on?
I want to hear this.
Pretty straightforward and honest about it. This is what's so weird. It's
This
like,
guy has dog hair all over his shirt.
He's a slob.
What a fucking bum. Ash,
Holy.
look at this. He's got his coffee on like a pedestal with a light on it. That's cringe,
God.
dude.
I don't... Oh my god, do these people just say shit without even thinking? Do you all want to take a crack as to why that light's directly on that coffee? Anybody want to take a wild guess? Because it's almost like there's a light down here too. The only weird thing is there's this nice little gap. You see the light that's lighting up this whole shelf down here? The light that's reflecting off this? The light that's reflecting off the top of this? Do you see the light that's also reflecting on this? It's almost as if the shelves have lighting underneath them, and the coffee's reflecting because it's almost touching the light. Why do I even have to go that far defending any of this? You can see the light source down here on the stupid plant. That just hurts my brain that they couldn't even see that. Instantly, he's like, that's crazy. His coffee's lit up. It's so lit up that you can't even read it. I'm sure that was done on purpose, right? You just stuck it on the damn shelf.
Why do
Good
people
Lord.
care so much? Why are they trying to destroy an American company?
Buddy, destroy an American company. That's what you did. You destroyed your own company through mismanagement.
What did he mismanage? I want to know. I really want to know. Tell me.
It's 300 grand in the hole, buddy.
Oh, okay, maybe he's making a joke. I don't know. He couldn't possibly know whether it's in the hole or not.
What are you talking about? How about we let the free market decide if your company should exist or not? This doesn't seem like it can exist within a free market there.
Is it not? Are we not in a free market? Wait, I wasn't aware of what kind of market we're in, you know?
Pal.
Pray for coffee. Pray for the coffee company, Ash.
Got like 15 U.S. American employees.
Look, if his coffee company can't last in the free market, it'll shut down. Farts hasn't even done that, so I don't know what these people are talking about.
You know, we buy our packaging.
Oh my God.
Whoa. I love how his 15 employees are the most important thing in the fucking world.
Yeah.
But all of the people getting laid off because of the tariffs, like the workers in Windsor who've been laid.
Oh, the workers in Canada? You mean the America First guy who's like, hey, we need to be bringing our factories back to America. Obviously, that would, result in those people getting laid off in Canada. Bring our factories back here. You mean to tell me that, oh, he cares about the American workers over Canadian workers? No way! What a shock! What a complete shock! That's wild! No way! That couldn't possibly be consistent with his viewpoint, right? You guys are arguing past him. That's the problem with Andy and Peter Griffin here, the female Peter Griffin. Literally consistent in his views, where Jeremy's like, hey, focus on America first. We're talking to Americans, to buy American. And then you're like, what about Canada? And all of us Americans are over here going, yeah, what about Canada? Who cares? I don't understand what your own is here. What about the workers in Canada that are getting laid off? They have our American factories over there, and we want them back. It's almost like it's crazy consistent.
Laid off for 2 weeks because of the tariffs don't matter at all. You know? Yeah. But we all need to.
Look, I care about those workers in the sense that I feel sorry for them. But that's all. If Canada wants to create a new car company, by all means, create a Canadian car. We're taking our American stuff back because you all have abused us. Not just Canada, China, Europe, in general, have abused us. Taken away all of our equity and taken away all of our workers. I think it's pretty fair for us to want that back when it really wasn't ours to give. It was the people's. It was their jobs.
Well, sacrifices have to be made, but not by...
Oh no, we're sacrificing by taking back our stuff from people who didn't rightfully earn it. Oh, wow.
Me, not by my coffee company, buddy. My 15 staff are the holy, blessed employees that need to keep me rich.
Well, hey, if Canada becomes a state, then maybe we'll start, maybe we'll give the factories back. Because then they're part of America. You know what I mean?
Rich and fat. Right, okay.
From America, we buy almost everything we use from America. There's obviously some exceptions because, I can't buy Ethiopian.
But your coffee sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Who fucking cares?
Oh, his coffee sucks. Okay, I'm guessing they bought the coffee and tasted it. I don't know. But here's the thing that they leave out. They leave out more context here.
The main product is coffee, and there's no coffee in America.
Okay.
Whoa!
Look at his eyes,
He's on pills,
buddy.
He's
Wow,
pilled out.
that's a pinned eye, bud.
Coffee from America. I can't buy.
Andy, you are the last person in the world to make fun of anybody for any kind of drugs they could be on. You lost your entire YouTube career because you were harassing people while on coke in public.
Colombian coffee from America. It's kind of hard to do that.
Right?
Kona
Yeah, I would say it's pretty hard to sell American-made coffee when there's not much. Now, Kona coffee, that's one way to do it. I would like to try that stuff. It's only made in Hawaii, though. You know what I mean? That's a pretty tough thing to get, especially when they don't make nearly as much. But at the end of the day, everything else he uses, man, I am not giving Jeremy any favors by my pause game here. He buys and sells everything else made in America. Everything else. Except for the shirts, which we don't have shirt factories like that quite in America. Not to the point where, you know, people aren't going to be paying $100 for a shirt.
coffee is from Hawaii. We're going to be offering that soon.
Oh my god, he's panicking. He's in panic mode.
I don't know what to say. Like, why
He panicked? Okay.
didn't you start
I didn't
a
see
business
that.
that wasn't coffee then?
You know?
If it's all about America and patriotism, like, coffee is not that.
Yeah,
I
self
don't know, why
flags.
didn't you start a fucking Wisconsin cheese company?
Probably because he didn't want to. Who cares?
I don't know.
Kona coffee has never been a big demanded product for me. American coffee is just
By
not
the
a-
way, I'm sorry to say this. If your coffee company hinges on one guy's tweet, it was never
It
going to
was
be
never going to
successful.
make it to be.
Coffee doesn't at all. You don't know what the tweet was about. I'm just going to go ahead and get this. He said, probably should make it in America. The guy responded, you use sweatshops, and proceeded to point out that the t-shirts that Jeremy has were made from sweatshops from another company. But here's the fact, okay? The company is actually an American company. They get the shirts made, they bring them back to America. They have the American workers do everything with the shirts, including printing. They only print them in America, and send them out in America. It's as close as you can get with a t-shirt company like this. So he did actually go through all the hoops to make sure almost everything was done in America. Can you buy a cell phone made in America today? Absolutely not. So what are you going to do? You don't have a choice. Sometimes you have to make the choice of, do I just not have a cell phone or have one, you know? We'll get to JF. Don't you worry about that, AJ. We will get to JF. That was going to be a nice surprise. I can't wait to talk about that, too.
Begin with.
Like,
What, so we're talking about a leftist woke journalist who's broadcasting to his leftist woke audience. Do you think that audience would ever buy Quartering brand coffee?
yeah.
Read. No, they never would. They never would, Jeremy.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. What's the point of even speculating on that?
an industry that America is involved in because of its climate. Any idiot knows that. But this psycho
What did he say?
went into my customer service. You guys all know Maggie.
Okay.
We all know the customer service.
Oh, yeah, you know, the lady that's in his live streams almost every day. Yeah, no, I'm sure nobody on his channel would know that, right, Andy? They spend some time making fun of this, not realizing how stupid it makes him look.
We all know the customer service lady at your coffee company. You guys know Maggie, right? On a first name basis, she's your friend. You gotta make sure Maggie stays employed, guys.
You all know Maggie, right?
Submitted a
I know it's confusing for them, but maybe if they just popped onto a live stream every now and then just to see what, you know, Jeremy's doing, I guess if they really wanted to inform themselves, they would probably get to see her too.
fake ticket as this weird gotcha, and it like completely makes no sense,
I gotta
and
say,
it's backfired.
Isn't this guy the most unreliable narrator in the entire world? Like, you can't trust anything this guy is saying. It's
You
the
know
most
Maggie?
what?
I don't understand the
no one
point they're
knows
making here.
fucking Maggie.
On him because I'm going to use
Okay.
him to first of all,
I
I'm
guess
gonna
we
give
don't know
It
her.
was amazing. Well, I just found this.
Maggie a bonus for having to deal with this weirdo.
That explains a
With
lot.
what money?
What?
With what money? Well, wait a minute. So Sticks, Hex, and Hammer has to work for free? But Maggie's getting a bonus?
Arlesia.
For what?
Yo, I'm doing a bit of a thing, and was curious. Did Andy Warski ever pay you for your debate with Richard Spencer? No, I never requested any pay. I told him it's perfectly fine. Yeah, no, generally speaking, when I make appearances and stuff like that, I don't ask for money. You know, if a cut is offered, that's appreciated, but I don't like directly ask for it, so yeah. Yeah, Andy, I used to really like the dude. I mean, I still really don't have a problem with him. I don't know exactly what his problem with me is. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's talented. He's a smart dude. People don't even give him as much credit as they should. It's like, you know, why start it on me? I don't understand.
Where the hypocritical garbage takes place, guys. So I went ahead to Grok. I asked it once on my phone, and I copy pasted it here, but then I re-asked it here. At one point, Andy Warski had the biggest stream on YouTube with the most amount of super chats ever. Whenever Styx, that's who they're talking about, Tarl Warwick, Styx Hexenhammer, ended up debating Richard Spencer. Did Andy Warski pay him for that? I actually don't know. I asked Styx, but I don't know if he's going to see it. I doubt he's going to see it and respond. So I went ahead and I did the next best thing. I'm sure the answers are a little different, but I posted it down here in case. There's no direct evidence in the provided information or broader records that confirms Andy Warski paid Styx, Tarl Warwick, specifically for participating in the debate with Richard Spencer and Sargon on the Warski livestream in January of 2018. The event was moderated by Andy Warski and JF. Now, JF, this is great. This is a dude who literally abused a mentally R-word girl with, he had relations with her. Had him on his show and, you know, for a long time and platformed that. Yeah, that obese dude, yeah, he's really not smart. Neither's Andy, though. So this is a guy who literally had a guy who was literally, I would consider it RAPE, for him to even be anywhere near involved with a man, or with a woman, who literally had, her father had legal custody over her for life, because she was incapable of living out on her own and stuff. And Andy Warski thought that was a sad story. I mean, that's the guy he platformed on his channel. Unbelievable that he has in any way, shape, or form talking crap about the quartering when this JF guy was literally just, you know, heartbroken over this mentally R-word girl that got, you know, taken advantage of by him. So that's wild. Was a high-profile discussion that trended #1 on YouTube, featuring multiple guests like Carl Benjamin, Kevin Logan, v. Millennial Woes. Okay. It's noted that... Oh, God, I forgot she used to be called Millennial Woes. It's noted that Warski streams included... This debate utilized YouTube's Super Chat feature, which allowed viewers to pay for highlighted comments, often spinning alt-right or white nationalist messages. Some of them were. I wouldn't say often. I mean, there's the other side, too. But whatever. These Super Chats generated revenue for the channel, and it's possible that the funds from such streams were shared with participants, as was common in similar YouTube blood sports debates at the time. However, there's no specific mention of Styx receiving direct payment for his appearance. Typically, if you went on to someone's big show, you got paid in subscribers, or being just on the show in general, being able to advertise your own channel. Styx is not the Quartering's employee. He comes on, he gets his channel shouted out, and then they have discussions. That alone is worth a lot. If I did that all the time on the Quartering's channel, this channel would blow up in a way to where I would be able to quit my job. Guaranteed. I guess that's not payment enough for these very, very wealthy two guys here? I don't know. Email? And if that's the case, I would like to proof that Styx got paid out for Andy's stream there.
Oh, you're in debt $300,000, but Maggie gets a bonus because
by the way,
I trolled you?
Wait, one troll email?
Damn. This is such a scam, bro.
One troll email sent this guy's business spiraling?
Can you read the troll email?
Buddy,
oh, man.
That's not good.
But second of all, I'm going to sell a bunch of coffee off of his dumbass. So,
my God.
So there it is.
You don't need the coffee.
Here it is. Mask off. Just transparent. He's like...
How is that transparent? He's a coffee salesman. Or how is that not transparent? He's a coffee salesman. He sells coffee. He says this all the time.
Listen,
I'm confused.
I'm going to use this as an opportunity to grift. You know, it's like...
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
The leftist journalist.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Specifically, so you could play the victim and grift.
Oh,
is that what this is? Did this even happen?
200
Like, I have to
IQ.
ask, did any of this even happen?
Yo.
You just admitted that the entire point is to shill your desperate, like, failing coffee brand.
I am a I run a sweatshop. This is
Yo, that's so
Well,
funny.
you do, because Styx is working for free. At least
Dix isn't working for free. He's not working for the quartering at all. He shows up on the show and talks about subjects on a live stream.
in
What?
the sweatshops, they get paid 10 cents an hour.
Wait,
Tarl's
that-
doing it for free.
Not true that they get paid,
1.3
but
million
okay.
followers is 150.
what a hero. Was guy what?
So they skipped over the entire context. Again, this guy was literally saying you use sweatshops, and listen to their response on this.
There goes my you. Watch him as he walks.
50,000 likes says I use a sweatshop. Of course, this is a libelous statement. I do not use.
Oh my
It's
god.
not libel and slander, guys. It couldn't possibly be a joke or hype.
Oh, it couldn't be a joke. Right. Responding to Make It in America, and then he uses an example saying, you use sweatshops for your stuff. It got 8.9 million views, according to Twitter. At least it got 181,000 likes. Do you think that this had a punchline to it? Hello, I'm interested in purchasing one of your t-shirts. Can you look on the tag and tell me where the t-shirts are made? Really? Where's the punchline? Where's the joke? If he got at least one person to not buy coffee off of that, yes, that would hurt his business, right? Yes, it would be libel. Yes, it would be slander. To say a business doesn't think, that's like literally saying Pizza Hut uses slave labor. If that got out there and people took it serious, it would be libel. And it would be slander. I would get sued because I cost them money for a lie. Now, if I added a punchline to it, all of a sudden I'd be off the hook. I never saw a punchline with this. So they're just like, oh, he said something, so therefore automatically it has to be a joke. What a stupid comment. Why would they interject something that never even happened? They're just like, oh, it could have been a joke. It wasn't.
Hyperbole or anything like that. No, guys, this was a libel. What a pussy you are,
What a
Jared.
f***ing slur.
Don't
Like,
get a
holy
lawyer up. Like, get a grip,
what a
man.
loser, dude.
Sweatshops, obviously. If it mattered to me, could I force him to take it down? Yeah, probably. But I'd rather do this.
Obviously, it does matter to you a whole awful lot because you're making a whole 13-minute seethe session.
He could have actually sued him for it, though, and said, you have to take it down. Because he doesn't use sweatshops. It is libel. I don't know why these guys don't know this. That's crazy to me.
This is nuts, dude.
How's he going to afford the lawyer when he's in debt, by the way, up to his eyeballs where he's begging you to buy a $99 coffee bag?
Wait, let's see these tweets. So, okay, sweatshops. So, okay, he has the coffee.
This is all lies. Like, this guy, I guarantee you, he's not even in debt. Like, to me, the guy is like a
If I remember right, I couldn't find the video, but if I remember right, he ended up saying that he didn't want to take a loan out to take care of this, but he would. So yeah, he's openly said that he's not in debt. So I don't know why you would need to make a bet on that.
multi-millionaire who's just super greedy and is just trying to squeeze his fans for
I don't understand how he's greedy. Nobody has to buy his coffee. Nobody. Literally nobody has to do that.
every last penny based off their political affiliations. Because apparently the Republicans and Trump can't win without a monotone fucking ambient fat man from Wisconsin. Apparently, the entire
Wait, what? So since when has his coffee company ever been involved with politics? I'm genuinely curious. What are you talking about?
GOP would fall into the fucking ocean and be like Atlantis, lost forever. If it wasn't for this guy's coffee, guys, that's what we're meant
I'm still waiting for Jeremy to make the coffee political, though. Still waiting for that.
to believe.
Look at the bottom left of the screen. Oh, the coffee club?
Okay.
Okay. This is amazing.
I'm gonna leave a link in the description. You can also
Boy, I hope these guys don't find out about Billy Corgan's tea club that he has.
just go to Amazon and type in coffee brand coffee.
Oh, $100. Yeah, guys, don't buy the video game, but buy coffee?
I know, right?
What a
Guys, you don't need a cell phone, but what you do need is $99 a week.
I'm gonna
coffee.
speed them up.
What the fuck?
Just spend $400 a month on coffee.
Wait, he's
That's
got
what you need.
chocolate-covered almonds and pretzels, white chocolate pretzels.
Let's just pretend everything costs $10 including the package, okay? That'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, okay? $60. Let's just say that, okay? And then it also is supposed to... Okay, that's the whole thing there. Covered... Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, so 8 items in the box, including the box. 7 items in the box, then the box. That's $80. $80, okay? I wonder how much it costs to ship. Sounds to me like it's pretty well up there. Now, each coffee bag realistically costs $25. $25 per thing of coffee, okay? So you have $50 worth of coffee plus whatever the rest of this stuff is, and then the box. That's realistically what it costs. But I'm just saying, if you priced everything at $10, all of a sudden, it's not as expensive as you think it would be. You know, go replace all this with Folgers and snacks at Walmart. You'll probably spend $60, and then however much it would be to ship. It's not that crazy. I don't understand what these people are freaking out about.
And
Nobody wants your white chocolate pretzels.
what the fuck?
Okay, sure. Nobody wants them. I ate mine, but whatever. I really like the chocolate-covered coffee beans. Those are nice.
This is crazy. How many different products is this guy getting involved in?
Yogurt-covered pretzels, universal K-cup adapter, honey stick, and chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Somebody in chat here goes, Boat Knight says, he's just selling mall kiosk garbage.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you go to a mall, which probably most of you haven't been to a mall in
Do you think this stuff is as low quality as mall kiosk garbage?
a half
For
decade
real?
or more. But if you did, you would see many kiosks like this. They sell like, I don't know, like deli meats and shit in a box, or like cheese in a box, and like coffee combinations. for
I have
Mother's
never
Day and
seen
shit
a
like
mall
this.
kiosk
And the
with that
businesses,
stuff,
as
but
Jeremy
okay.
explained in a previous video, they only exist based off people purchasing for Mother's and Father's Days and birthdays because they don't know what to get their family members. So they're just, I guess they'll like this.
Yeah, it's an easy
That's
buy.
it. They're
Yeah.
basically the only sales that exist. This isn't a real business.
Our Mother's Day gift boxes are here. What I need is for people to pick it up
Exactly.
now, and then the second they get it, take a picture.
You think this is 4 hours old?
Okay,
And
so
take
now
a
we have. Oh my god! So now we have to stand up for Jeremy. We have to
Why
take a
do you think I buy this stuff all the time? I've given him one review on his website. That's it. Like, look, guys, I probably should have maybe given him a review on Amazon or something. Maybe just because I'm a fan, but I didn't because I don't have time and it's not that crazy important. Okay? Good Lord. Like, this is crazy. He's asking people to do stuff. Every company asks you to review their stuff on Amazon. Every single company. Every time I order something on Amazon, I get a text afterwards. Would you like to leave us a review? Every single company. I am so confused why the quartering's not allowed to do it. It bothers me that any company does it, to be honest. It irritates me because I'm like, no, leave me alone. But every company does it. Why would I hold him in contempt for it?
picture, share it to social media, tell everybody.
Yeah,
Why?
dox your location.
No, ask yourself, when was the last time that Folgers or Maxwell House or Tim Hortons-
Timmy's. Yeah.
When-
Well, Jeremy never had liberal tears coffee. He's always used that example to say that he could have done that, but didn't want to. That's the whole thing.
was the
He's never
last
had a
time
liberal
they told
tears
you to
one.
do this? Because he says that he's just a normal coffee company that's competing on the value proposition. It's not about politics. It's not about anything like that. When was the last time any other company asked you to do this? Never.
Amway.
Companies don't ask you to review them? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Really? That's a hell of a claim. This is crazy. They just make stuff up all of the time. Go on to any place on Amazon. Order something. I dare you to prove me wrong that they won't ask you for a review. Go ahead. I dare you. Prove me wrong on that. Guaranteed they're asking you to.
Okay, but worse.
Sure, come back and leave a review. I'm calling on my hardcore supporters for that.
Hang on, wait. 4 ratings. He has 4 ratings.
Picture, come back and
She's got 4 ratings here.
Buddy, these are written obviously by
Does he?
him.
These are AI.
There's no way
Does he
to
only
know
have
for
4?
sure, but this seems like it was written
Pretty
by
sure he has
ChatGPT.
more.
Listen to this review. Does this sound organic to you? This gift is awesome for Mother's Day. It has all of her favorite snacks to go with her coffee.
It's a commercial.
The coffee is great. Taste awesome. It's not even tastes awesome. It's taste awesome. Good quality, and the beans are roasted to perfection for our taste. I will be ordering more of my coffee here. I recommend trying it. I'm stoked. They are on Amazon now. There's no real person. That's not,
But whatever.
That's not real. Jeremy's like, I'll sue you.
Maybe
It's
that
real.
is their
The second
opinion.
one.
Jeremy,
The
like,
second one.
Doesn't bother me any.
CBC is great. Their 04 roast is my favorite, and their snacks are delicious. Really looking forward to sharing this gift box with my wife. Maybe it's more for me and less for her. Thanks, Jeremy. I mean, that one might be real, But that first one in no way is legitimate. That's
I don't know, man. I think he wrote
Maybe the first one's not legitimate. I don't know. Maybe he wrote it himself. Maybe he gave himself one review to start it off. Kind of like liking your own video, isn't it? Or liking your own tweet. I'm not bothered by it. I don't care.
all the
review.
There's 1,300
calling
reviews on it now. So it's like, eh.
My hardcore.
Wait. Here we go. One more. Perfect
Day.
gift box for Mother's Day for all moms who love really great coffee, premium candy, and snacks. My mom loved the honey sticks and super fresh coffee. This is fake. This is fake.
You're gonna have to provide proof for that, though. You can't just call things fake just because you don't like them. Maybe it's fake. It could be. All of them could be fake. All 1,300 could be. But I need proof. You don't just call things fake without any evidence. Just because this just goes to show that they don't like the guy so much. This is how sad it is. I've never had to do this to Joe Biden. I've never had to do this to anybody on my channel. Just make a video and hate every single thing they do. That's pathetic and sad.
Hang on. I have not purchased this coffee, but I did get it as a gift.
What?
Coming from someone that is not a regular coffee drinker, I quite enjoyed it. What do you mean?
I love how he's showing these as a flex.
Buddy, you had like 1,000.
Supporters for that. I know it's early for the Mother's Day gift box.
Wait.
He wasn't showing it as a flex. He showed down where to literally leave the review at. He scrolled down and said, I'm calling on you guys to leave a review. Where in that was a flex? Like, see, they just say stuff without thinking. Isn't that weird? They're just like, oh, look at, I just watched him lift 200 pounds and crap out a bike. And it's like, all right. Where? They just say random stuff. And it's like, where did he flex with this?
The way Ashton,
it's just strange.
A few of those go, this is great for Mother's Day. How do you know? It hasn't come yet.
He's had Mother's Day boxes for about 4 years now. That's probably how they know.
Scam.
But I need to get reviews so hopefully normies can come.
Buddy, oh my God.
This was his first time on Amazon. For the context, because these guys don't get it, this is his first time on Amazon selling it. He's got a website where he's sold coffee for a while. People have bought the Mother's Day boxes before. What was more than likely happening in that comment was someone who says, I haven't purchased this Mother's Day box, but I did purchase one last year and tried it and it was good. That's probably what that comment was meaning, but the comment was completely incoherent and hard to understand. So maybe not, but I'm not going to at least pretend that I know what the comment meant. But I do have some inside information. Well, not even inside information. I just have knowledge over the whole thing because I've been following the quartering for a while. I know exactly whenever he started his coffee brand coffee company. That gives a little bit of insight as to how this person probably tried it and how they purchased it before.
Everyone else,
Okay,
I'm linking
this
them.
is how delusional he is. He thinks that a normie on Amazon going through all the various coffee options isn't just going to order the coffee that they already get, that they like, they're familiar with, that's at a price point they can afford, but they're going to see, scrolling through Amazon, a much more expensive coffee that they've never tried called coffee brand coffee and decide that they're going to spend their money on a $99 coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just absolutely a lie. Nobody is going on Amazon to buy a $99 coffee. They're buying a damn box of coffee. Not one, a box of coffee. I don't understand how that's delusional. What's delusional is you think that he's selling $99 coffee. Because I guarantee you go onto his website, you won't find one bag for $99.
That's not going to happen.
Oh,
That's not going to happen.
It's because it doesn't exist.
Mom loved the honey sticks. Did you give the gift a week, 2 weeks early? What the fuck are you talking about?
Dicker's Felt the Paddle has gifted 3
Three
subs.
subs. He's
Oh,
outlining
yeah.
his
He
scam
did.
right here,
He
by
did.
the way.
So he did send the boxes out early. He did do that. So there is that. Inform yourself, Andy. Inform yourself. What are you talking about? You're calling scam on something you didn't look into. If these people are leaving reviews now, it probably... Do you think that the boxes arrive on Mother's Day? Have you ever bought a package on Amazon before? Comes in about a day or two. What are you talking about, dude? This is next level stupid. Did you think maybe these people probably work on that weekend? Maybe they get their boxes out a little early? Maybe it's possible. I'm just so confused. Why are you like so adamant that this could not have happened in any other way? That it had to happen on Mother's Day. That he had to receive the box on Mother's Day and give it to his mom on Mother's Day. That's the only possible way that could have happened, right?
This
Main
is
store.
crazy.
This is nuts.
Everything.
This wasn't even part of our show today.
Then stop.
Tacos, no
This
gimmick. It's
isn't
literally
nuts.
only
This is
gimmick.
nothing.
That's it.
Yikes.
We have flavored coffee. We have unflavored coffee. So our normal coffee, right?
Oh, the unflavored coffee.
Whole beans out of stock till like tomorrow. All of our K-Cups are in stock, including the brand new butterscotch toffee. I'm calling on everyone to help me get to it.
Ask, like, which of his fans is asking for that? Like, which of his fans are asking and pleading for him to shill his coffee more? Please.
Well, I am now. I hope he shills it a lot more because it's making them mad, and this is kind of funny.
Please, sir. Please shill your coffee. No one's asking for this. Holy shit.
Look at this girl here.
Crazy.
These psychopaths need to be held accountable. It's getting ridiculous. Like, it's a tweet bashing
like,
him.
listen to the cope about this.
Yeah.
When the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser.
It's coffee.
It's not a debate. It's your coffee business. This has nothing to do with Trump or Biden or Kamala Harris.
But when a political activist goes after your company and makes stuff up, do you think that's not an issue? Would you be okay with that?
Or anything. This is a coffee business, which, by the way, the battle of the coffee business, according to Jeremy, is going really bad, and he's going broke. This is delusional.
Time to contact a lawyer and sue for defamation.
Right.
Oh my God.
1,000 reviews.
Yeah, oh my God. Going out there and ruining a company saying that they use sweatshops, don't buy from them, and then people don't buy from him. Yeah, that's not going to ruin his business at all. That wouldn't harm him. That should just be allowed. We should just do that with every company, right? Any company you don't like, just say that they, use sweatshop labor and get them ruined. See if that works out for you. I dare both of you to try it if you don't get sued.
Only 225 away on K-Cups and like 250 away on ground coffee. Pick up our medium roast, our blueberry, our new butterscotch toffee, our dark roast.
Buddy, hang on. I have to do this.
Infomercial.
I was about to put in infomercial music. Listen to
Wait,
this.
this
while
is funny.
infomercial music
Hold on.
plays. You ready for this? Here we go.
Strawberry. Pick up our medium roast, our blueberry, our new butterscotch toffee, our dark roast, our strawberry.
Wait. I want this music to be really well heard because this is just great.
Everything's in stock. Free next day shipping. Nobody's offering that in the coffee space. And then take a picture and come back and leave a review, or even better, do a video. Let me get
Man, that's crazy. I wonder if Jeremy would ever do that. I'm genuinely curious.
to this video. Sponsor private internet access. Look, if you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out, and private internet access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting
Wow! It's almost like he actually uses a song for his advertisements. Then they're making fun of it. Like, oh, it's so funny. It sounds so good with that. Huh. That's interesting. It's almost like he does that. Exactly. I wonder where Andy got the idea from. I bet Andy literally has blown his brain cells out so bad that he watched a quartering video a while ago with that music playing while he did an ad, and there was like just associated with it. Kind of like, there was a long time ago, I remember this. It was one of the MythCon guys. Ended up telling Bering, he's like, dude, I don't know what it is about your song, but it just sounds like perfectly that a bear would be running across the field. And Bering was just like, well, that's because that's what happens in my intro is during that song, there's a bear running in the field. And he goes, oh. And it just clicked for him that he was like, oh, that's because I've been associating with it. I think that kind of same situation happened here with Andy.
get to this psycho, and then hopefully you'll decide.
Make a video. Yeah.
By the way, there's these psychos going after us, but be sure to expose yourself personally by making a video so that you can get doxxed and fired from your job over my coffee.
What? Who said anything about doxing any? What are you talking about?
That's real smart, Jeremy. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we're all gonna rush out to do that, bro.
Want to support the company against this crap because now.
Okay, so you're saying that people leaving video reviews is all of a sudden doxing yourself? What? You can leave video reviews on Amazon. Did you? What are these guys talking about?
My customer service department's overwhelmed from people emailing because this guy thought it would be funny to, look, the email address is
Maggie?
public. That's fine.
His customer service department is one person. Like, stop it.
Oh, okay. We have the portrait.
Look, I get it. Jeremy's being hyperbolic with this guy wasted his time. Okay. Jeremy's more upset, clearly, about the fact that this guy got 8 million views on his tweet saying that Jeremy runs a sweatshop. Jeremy's just tacking on, just like any, have you ever been to court? You ever seen how a guy will be, charged with, 10 things, but really he's only going to be found guilty of, 2 of them? You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. You just pack up all the wrongdoings on this one person to make him look as bad as possible. Everyone does it. Should he probably have done it? I mean, I think he should have, because if the guy did a bad thing he doesn't like, I feel he has to talk about it. I think he kind of got him in the wrong order, though. But regardless, who cares? wasting his business's time with fake stuff isn't exactly a great thing, and I'd be upset by that too. You would too.
Coffee brand coffee drinker. You ready for this?
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's see what this guy looks like.
Hello, coffee connoisseur.
Oh my god, this is wild.
There we have the Chad conservatives standing up for our rights against the woke left. Like, if you show
What does this guy have? I'm so confused. Why are you crapping on this guy? What? What did this dude do? Okay.
this picture to somebody and you said, guess their political affiliation, most people would say left wing. Look at them.
I'm your host of Coffee.
What a nerdy dude that has an Umbrella Corporation shirt on. Yeah, I'm going to guess that he's got any political affiliation with one side or the other. What are you talking about?
Snob, and today,
A coffee
doing another
snob.
Okay.
I don't know if I can deal with this.
This is real, guys. Let's move on. Back to corner again.
Wow. Wow, that was such an own. They showed the guy go and, you know, said like a few words about the coffee, and that's it. That's just crazy.
Coffee snob.
This
Okay.
coffee brand coffee is fucking nuts. This arc.
All of this is because I made fun of Nike. So the Nike stock tanked because...
Wait, so you make fun of Nike and someone goes, yeah, what about your shitty coffee company? And then you're like,
I don't know. Maybe one has actual child slave labor and the other doesn't. Maybe that's kind of the point. Maybe that was the whole point Jeremy was making, I guess. But let's not talk about that.
I'm going to sue. What the f?
They make all their shoes in Vietnam. There is a tariff in Vietnam. So Nike...
Buddy, Nike uses child slave labor. That's a fact. Why would... You can't get sued for stating facts. You can only get sued for lying. Do you know how this works, Andy?
stock tanked. Nike also donates, I think, $40 million a year, $40 million to BLM and other
Openly.
Marxist causes.
Oh my God,
so I don't
Marxist.
care if Nike goes away tomorrow.
Oh,
They don't employ
Marxist.
many Americans.
Okay, good on.
Okay, well, no one cares if coffee brand coffee exists tomorrow.
I just don't understand. It's like, okay, this guy...
I'll be honest, you're right. Nobody does care if coffee brand coffee exists tomorrow or not. Guess what else, too? Nobody cares if Starbucks will exist tomorrow or not, either. How many companies are out there now that could replace Starbucks in a heartbeat? Dutch Brothers? Dunkin' Donuts? Any other place? Yes. Businesses collapse. Other businesses come up to replace them. It's not that crazy. I happen to like that Jeremy owns a business that has politics similar to mine, that has quality higher than your average coffee, that has other things along those lines. It's somebody that is like, hey, I like this person. I would like to support them. It's great that they have that avenue. I would rather that than somebody that I don't know at all, right? Somebody who's a complete stranger in the sense where I don't know where they stand, what they are standing for, or anything like that. Any type of stance. It's like, hey, I'm glad that I have a guy here that I can agree with, that I feel good about purchasing from. You know what I'm saying? That's all I have to say about that. It's a bonus. It's not a make or break deal, because if I need something or want something, I'm going to buy it probably. If somebody comes out and has politics I don't agree with, I'm probably not going to buy from them. Chances are. I don't understand why this is some point of contention, because most people think about this to some degree on some level.
wants to sell coffee. So rather than actually sell coffee, he starts tying it into all of these political causes that you do care about. So it's not about selling the coffee. It's about trying to grift you based off your politics. And nobody is going to buy their everyday products based.
Wasn't trying. Wait, where in any of this was any type of political messaging like clear for the coffee? Where was that? I'm genuinely curious.
Based on politics. It's fucking stupid, sir.
Well, how is this based on politics? The guy literally said he used slave labor. That's the point. What was political about that?
Oh, shit.
Really good response. Hey, Derek. Thanks for reaching out. The brand is Gildan, made in Nicaragua. 50% cotton, 50% polyester, dry blend. Let me know if you have any other questions. By the way, total waste of her time. So he thought to get a Twitter own, he wasted her time. Obviously, he wasn't interested in buying the shirt.
So wait, it's an elf.
Look, it wasn't that much of a waste of her time. Straight up. Okay. But it's the cherry on top of the proverbial cake that they're building here. Of the guy literally trying to destroy his business by claiming that he uses slave labor. I just don't understand that.
For him that he wasted your
I don't
staff's
understand what their problem
time.
is.
Isn't that a W for him? Like, what are you talking about? Weren't they on the clock being paid on your dime? If they're still being paid, apparently they're getting a bonus.
But it's her job.
But apparently this guy wasted your time, which means he wasted your money, but that means that he lost. Right.
Oh,
I don't give a shit about, I don't care about selling shirts.
I don't care about that
one day I
opinion.
merch
Heaven
bought it
forbid
at
he
all.
say a swear word. That
Yeah.
might affect his grift in some slight way. By the way, he was too lazy to even censor his swearing.
yeah.
He got this in one take. Yeah, good enough.
I don't care. I don't care.
Right,
So
perfect.
he wasted my customer service department's time so that he could post that, by the way, we use Gildan. we didn't print our own t-shirts. Some place in America printed it. Gildan t-shirts are like the most popular t-shirt that anybody uses to print. I also never said the shirt was made in America. All of it, so it's a complete lie.
The shirt isn't made in America, and you employed sweatshop labor to make your t-shirt as you cried about Nike using sweatshop labor from outside America.
Find a company that prints shirts in America and makes the shirts in America. Can you please do that?
To make
Oh,
Do you see how stupid this all is?
this is crazy.
It's so transparent.
The whole thing, like the whole op is a complete lie. I never said, that like
Where is Gildan made from?
my stuff was made in America. Any idiot knows that I'm paying tariffs on Colombian coffee because it comes from
Okay.
Ethiopian coffee or Vietnamese coffee.
I don't think they don't get the 5-star employee treatment in Nicaragua. This is ridiculous.
I mean, Josh is right, though. Like, no textiles are made in the United States. You
Yeah.
import base textiles. And
There
print them in
you
the US. It's
go.
as close as it gets.
True.
As a t-shirt merchant. But it blows me away, though. The lengths that this guy will go to sell this coffee. Like, no one wants the coffee, man.
Sucks.
No one wants it.
Look,
So
if no one wants the coffee, it'll disappear.
and then he goes on. So of course I'm like, well, what's going on here? So then he says, may I ask why you don't use USA grown coffee beans, such as Kona beans from Hawaii? Well, we've never had a demand for Kona.
Wait, I thought it was. Wait. I thought it was American though.
God, buddy, nobody.
Did you really think that I mean, we went over this way early in the video, but really now you thought that the Colombian coffee beans were made in America? Really? That's stupid. They wouldn't be Colombian coffee beans then.
There's no demand for any of your coffee. That's why you're in the hole. What are you talking about?
It's extremely expensive. It's already hard enough at a small company to sell $20 bags of coffee. Try selling $40 bags. And by the way, we will offer Kona brands. We will. If we have demand for Kona, I'll offer it. This entire
$40 coffee for 5 pots.
Oh, good lord. Yes, dude. $40 coffee for made in America coffee. Yeah, it costs money, buddy. It does. It costs a lot of money to do that because only one state makes it, and it's Hawaii. That's it. You can't grow coffee here. Maybe in the Keys. Maybe they could grow coffee in the Keys in Florida, maybe. That'd probably be the only other place possible.
Buddy.
like a left's whole thing. It's completely disingenuous.
The left.
What do you mean?
No.
The left has nothing to do with any of this. Oh my God.
Wait, Derek Guy here? Are you sure Derek Guy is not a left-wing guy that's trying to take down Jeremy's company? Are you positive about that? He didn't have anything to do with this. This Derek Guy had nothing to do with this at all, right? Nothing.
Boogeyman, the boogeyman. There's a boogeyman, guys. They're trying to make you all slaves, guys. If you just buy my coffee, then you...
It's on your screen. You unbelievably morbidly obese-brained moron. It is on your screen. You can look at the guy. I wonder what his political affiliation is, huh? Menswear writer, editor at Put This On, creator of RL Goes Hard, bylines at the New York Times, Financial Times, Political, Esquire, and Mr. Porter. I wonder who... I'm just going to take it. I've never, ever looked at this guy from... Okay, I guess I could do this. Let's just type in Biden. I've never seen his political affiliation before. Look at that. Biden caused Tesla's stock price to go from 213 to October. It's actually good that Tesla's down 40% since the start of the year. Okay, so he's celebrating this in general. Led to government spending for a long time. Okay, it's pretty clear which side of the aisle this guy's on. Military coup, major country, and 6,000 nuclear weapons is just distraction from Hunter Biden, who is also just a distraction from the fact... Okay, so yeah, it's very clear what side of the aisle he's on based on that meme alone. You know, there's a coup happening in Russia. Oh my God. Anyway, pretty clear what side of the aisle he's on. Pretty clear his motives. He makes it pretty clear what his motives are. I mean, I don't know. What else do you want from the guy?
You won't go into Marxist tyranny control state somehow.
Yeah.
Of course, we've had Kona coffee in our roaster's choice. I'm almost certain. I'm not specifically not offering Kona coffee, but he knows that. But this is the left. He's like so pro-tariff
The left.
that like this is what he's doing. So again, before I show again more stuff, please do go to my Amazon store and buy some of our products that are made right here in the US of A.
The guy is so pro-tariff. Aren't you pro-tariff?
Yeah, wait.
I don't understand. He must have misspoke there.
Coffee is packaged ship. Yes, obviously Colombian coffee doesn't come from America. That would be called American coffee. So some of his hot takes are just legendary. So obviously, no, I don't use sweatshops. That hasn't done well. So I've used that to sell those gift boxes. If your company with 100, you do not need. So these idiots are filling out hundreds of thousands.
Well, that is the quartering. Not going well
God.
over on the quarter pounders.
Okay, great. Well, that video was a disaster.